welcome back to my channel. So, I know I've been very bad at posting again with my videos. I apologize immensely. I just have a lot going on in my brain. I had to have like a little bit of a mental break. So, I decided, you know, I would spend, because actually my day off was, it was going pretty good. And then I got stressed. But, my whole idea was to, okay, I'm going to go finish getting some like supplies for my son for his Valentine's and whatnot, even though it's super late. And then I was just like, okay, well, when I'm filming this, it's before Valentine's Day. But I was just like, okay, got to get that stuff done. And you know what? I'm going to go to Ulta in a different location because I always go to the Cottonwood because it's the nearest closest one. But I wanted to go since I was on that side of town. I was just kind of like having the day to myself. And I got some things that I was like, this looks interesting. We're going to try it out. And I was like, retail therapy sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It did kind of work in this, but I kind of got stressed later on in the day. So I was like, okay. But I'm okay now. Mentally, I need to just get there. I don't know, how else to explain it. It's just been really rough. As it's been rough, lately I have just been struggling with my grief. If you don't know me through following me, I think I've had this channel for like 6 years. I don't even know how long I've had this channel. I know it's not the best content in the world and all that jazz, but I do my best with what I have, and my priorities are my kids and my family. So I try not to this isn't like my job. My job is actually in the beauty industry, but this is not my #1 priority, as it were. But it's going to be 5 years this year. 5 years ago, I lost my mom due to cancer. So I have been struggling. Well, I've been kind of like, it's been like this with grief. I thought I was in a good place for a long time, and then it hit me. My daughter's going to high school. So my mental health has dropped. So that's why I haven't been editing, and that's why I haven't been really posting as much in February, because my brain is just so overwhelmed. I needed to recategorize, redo things, and just kind of try and deal with the grief as best as possible. I don't like showing my grief or my anxiety and depression at work, but sometimes it creeps out, and I don't mean it to be. I really don't. I hate doing that. I don't like for people to pay attention to me when it comes to stuff like that and be like, oh, you poor thing. I hate that. It's just for me, it's not, I don't want attention on me. I want attention away from me, so I tend to bottle it up at work. But then sometimes, occasionally, it just, boom, explodes. Not in a bad way, but like just, I start getting in a very withdrawn mental state, if that makes sense. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a high functioning, I guess you would say, depressive. I tend to shut it down and shut it off. I don't know how I do it, but I just do, because I don't want people to see me in mental pain. So I tend to just kind of at work, and nobody knows something's wrong. So it's just kind of like, and then it kind of sometimes trickles out, doesn't explode, but it like trickles out, and then I just kind of withdraw and just kind of go into my own shell and stay there. But I'm doing a little bit better today. I feel a lot better today. I had quite a bit of stress the other day, or yesterday, when I was out and about shopping and just kind of like trying to get myself into a good mental state, but I'm okay now. I feel okay, so we're going to get into this. I'm sorry for the whole rant about my mental health, but I just want you guys to know where I'm at all the time. I try and be as open as possible without being ashamed of having mental problems, honestly, I feel like people don't talk about their mental state as much, and they feel alone, and that's sometimes how I feel. So I want to be able to use this channel to kind of express, I'm not always happy, I'm not always hunky-dory, I'm always in my mind, trapped in my mind, if that makes sense. But I feel like playing with makeup today will kind of get me out of that funk and just get me into like this good state of mind. So with that being said, I don't know why I said without, I'm going to collect these. This is kind of a collection over time, but I got some foundation, concealer, even though I don't need concealer, some mascara, some new Wet n Wild, the Mega Slicks from Wet n Wild. This I didn't see, that's kind of new. And of course a classic Maybelline that I used to use, and I will talk about that. I've got Colourpop Singles here. I've got a Colourpop Lip. I've got a Sephora Plumper, which I don't know if we'll use today, but we'll see. And I was just curious to see how this is going to work with my brushes. So I'll let you know on that, because I heard from, her name's Tara Babies. I watch her Saturday hauls all the time, and she said she uses, I think, this for brushes and then uses another one for sponges. But I picked that one up for brushes because my brushes need a good wash. So I was like, all right, we're going to get into this. Alright, so let's go ahead and, my skin is pretty much almost prepped. I actually left some room for some product that I received from Estee Lauder. So this is the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro Multi-Zone. And this is a new product from Estee Lauder. This is the, it's a wrinkle concentrate, has niacinamide and chlorella. This is used to be used AM and PM all over the face and neck, concentrating in certain zones. So this is supposed to be like Botox in a tube, I guess. But look at the applicator, because my father-in-law actually bought the older formula with more silicone-y. This is the newer formula. It's more of like a serum. So there's that. It's kind of got this cryo type thing, so I'm going to be using it in the smile line areas today. Did I open it? Yes, I did. So we're going to go and just kind of, and I feel like here, and then of course here. So we're just going to go ahead and just kind of apply it with the cryo wand. Because I like cryo wands because they actually are smoothing and depuffing. They kind of relax the skin a little bit more, but I really wanted to try it out. Alright, so I've got it on, and I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of disperse it a little more. Feels really smoothing, which is nice. That's something you don't find. No peeling or anything like that. No balling up or of any sort. Cool. And then of course I'm going to use my Youth Power Creme, which is the newer formula from Revitalizing Supreme, to top it. It's how I stay young, I guess. I don't know. Then I'm, of course, going to use my Power Cell Eye Balm. We haven't gotten the new eye balm yet from Revitalizing Supreme. I'm hoping we get that soon because I really want that. We're getting it in our gift with purchase, which you will see a video. If you haven't seen, I'm trying to do like a gift with purchase type video for each counter at my store, just so that I can kind of give my girls and my coworkers some support. So yeah, I'm excited. I did a Lancome one. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. And then we're going to just prime the eyes with the Glam Light Icing, because I feel like we need a nice good primer. Not sure where I'm going to go with my eyeshadow today, because I feel like I need to just kind of like go with it and not even think. I tend to do that in my videos. I don't think about what I do, I just do it. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to try out, this is called the Color Icon Camouflage. So this was new when I saw it at Ulta. I was like, wait, this looks like a different 5-pan palette. I have used Wet n Wild eyeshadows in the past and I really, really like them. This is something that I think I will definitely enjoy. Packaging is always difficult because it's always hard to open and it tends to break on me, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that guy open. So there it is. We have 5 colors, nice neutral shades from Wet n Wild, and we're gonna go ahead and scooch in a little bit closer and try. So you can see the bags under my eyes. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. So, actually, I kind of want to go with a classic. So, isn't a new product. It's a classic product I used to use. I think when I was in high school. I'm not sure if the color changed, I can't remember, but this is the Maybelline Single. I needed a nice brow bone shade just to have, because my Lancome one I cannot find, so I'm going to be using this one. This is the Expert Wear. What is the shade? Linen. So these are the Maybelline Singles. This is 20S Linen. So it is a just banana color shade or vanilla color shade that I'm going to use. I haven't used this formula in so long. I'm hoping that it works. So I'm going to use this to kind of like set my primer. Seems to be doing all right. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. But this was only like, what, $3.99? I can't even remember. Alright, so we're going to go in with the, like a blending brush here. La, la, la. And we're going to pick up this shade here. This, they don't have shade names. This is nice to have in your purse if you need to touch up. So that's why I usually go for palettes like this, because I want to have something compact to bring with me in case I I need to go see someone after work, as far as like friends or my sister or anybody, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to look like, because I wear a mask all day, so I don't want to look like I'm dying. So I tend to just kind of have something compact with me. Alright, we're going to go in with the darker brown, because there is no in-between color here. We have a nice transition going. I'm going to take the same brush, and we're going to just apply it. I think I'm going to do a halo eye. I tend to do more or less natural looking eyes when I do neutrals. I don't know why. And we're going to blend this out with that crease shade. The only thing is there's no in-between color, so it's very hard to get like that blend. But we're going to work on that. And I usually take, because I see a lot of people, they do halo eyes, and they don't connect. Mine have to connect just because of my eye shape. I have to connect it in the middle. I've seen a lot of people do them that they don't connect, so I tend to have to do that. Seems to be blending really nice, actually. No choppiness, no chalkiness. Wet n Wild has some very, very, very good colors. In the price, this was like $4.99. It's not bad. So we have pretty much the base down, the dark colors, and then it blended. I noticed that this side is just a little bit not blended, but on camera it shows up worse. I don't know why. But we're going to put something in the center of the lid. I believe I'm going to go ahead and do, I don't know, I really like all these colors. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this kind of like grayish tone here. It's like a pewter color. I usually use my finger, oh, this is kind of hard to pick up, to apply it. It's not bright enough for me. Oh well, this is going to be a base then. Because I feel like it just didn't do a whole lot of color payoff there. That or it's just too soft, I don't know. We're going to take that brown shade, the dark brown shade, and kind of fluff that in there. Just to kind of have that more centered piece. And we're going to go ahead and do, I believe I want to do this glitter shade here because there's a glitter in it, which is crazy. Look at that glitter. It's actually really nice. We're going to put that on top. There it is. That is better. Oh my gosh, that is definitely what I like. Look at that glitter. Oh, it's so stunning. It's got like a green shift with orange shift. I don't know. It's just a menagerie of greatness right there. Look at that. That's really pretty. Foundation, which I don't need right now. I really don't need one. But we're going to go ahead and just like prime my skin here with, oh gosh, with the Icy Sorbet Primer from Touch and Soul. I like this primer. I don't use it every day, but I'm going to use it today. I need my skin to be perfectly prepped. And I feel like that one really does lock on my foundation really well, so that's why I chose to use it. But I did get the Super Stay Active Wear from Maybelline. Now, I haven't used Maybelline foundation in a long time. So when I saw that this was 30-hour wear, I was like, okay, I can get behind that. But yeah, so it's got a pump. It's way different because I think it was the Primed and Poreless that I tried and I hated. So yeah, that's going to be, this one's going to be interesting. So I have the shade 128 Warm Nude. It's hard to match your skin, so I'm hoping that'll work. It doesn't have a smell, drips a little, but it's almost like a cream. And we're going to use a brush to do this. This is just an old Kat Von D brush. Hey, that's not too shabby. I actually did a pretty good job on that matching. I get better at foundation matching with people because I'm very, I just look at their undertone and I'm like, ooh, you could be this. But when it comes to other brands, other than Estee Lauder, I'm like, hold on, I remember this. I can't remember. Like, I'm just like trying my best to compare mine to theirs so that they can get the best color. But look at that. That's actually really good color. That's a great color. Surprised. I did that in the store. I just put it against my wrist. I didn't even like, because you know people open bottles at drugstores. You can totally hear sirens. They open bottles and I don't do that. And don't do that. Just kind of get the bottle if it's clear like this. Put it against the inside of your wrist and see if it looks okay. You can basically get the undertone. I mean, you can always return it if it's not the right color, but usually with my customers or my clients, my counter, I tend to just kind of, I actually can't touch them right now. I opted out to touch people, but just to kind of like give them an opportunity to kind of match themselves, because I can't use the matching tool just yet until this whole, whatever you want to call it now, stops, and then we can get back to normal. But you know, it's really hard to work in the beauty industry with this, because I feel like it's just overwhelming for a lot of people, overwhelming for people that work, because it's stressful. I mean, you don't know what, and I feel like there's such a divide. Like, no need to be super extreme with one side or the other, you know? It's like, let people do what they need to do, believe what they want to believe, but just don't make it a malice type of thing. Ooh. I like the color, though. It's actually quite nice. Seems to be drying down fairly quickly, so that's nice. It's kind of like, it's lightweight feeling, that's for sure. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and step into their concealer. I finally got the concealer. This is the Active Wear Super Stay from Maybelline 30-hour concealer in the shade 11. So that's what it looks like. I thought the packaging was pretty nice. So it's got this little window. This was hard to do in the store. I was kind of like, And then I put it against the bottle, and this is the lightest shade. Well, not the lightest shade, but the shade I can get with as far as like a concealer. So this is the shade 11. Ooh. It has a painty smell, which I like. But there's the applicator wand. It's kind of like a thin applicator. This might be a little light, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and take the applicator. Oh yeah, it's a little light for me. That's alright, we can work with it. And then I always like to kind of like create a nice edge there and a little bit in the middle here. I do want to kind of highlight the face a little bit, so I'll put a little bit on my chin, down the nose, here, and here, just because I want to highlight just a smidgen. So I'm going to use my foundation brush to kind of like work that in. Oh. Blends pretty well. I forgot to put it on the other eye. That's the story of my life. Alright, so we're going to pat that through. Let's see that coverage. Because honestly, right now, my favorite concealer is the Tontadol from Lancome, just because it's more of a natural shade for me, and it wears really nice. Not bad, actually. This isn't terrible. It just takes a minute to kind of really... I like the applicator one because it kind of gets that precision. I have like these dark marks here, little dark spots that I need to cover. I mean, it feels lightweight, but I do see it creasing already, so I mean, I have to set my face pretty fast, I guess. Huh. On camera, it looks pretty nice, but it's already creasing. It's not bad. The coverage... Alright, so I put on another streak of it, and you could see it coming off. Yeah, it does not layer very well. What the what? Unless it just dries down fast, I don't know, but it is not layerable. It picks up the layer you just put down. So you really have to like make sure the first go is the one you're happy with, because it is not buildable. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes with the Brighten Brighten Up banana powder from Essence, because I like this stuff. And I don't usually bake, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pack this on and then quickly just kind of like brush it away, because I want to see how... Oh, see, my powder picked it up a little. It's very natural looking. It's not what I expected in a super stay. I expected full coverage, so not sure how I feel about this. Not sure. I mean, it does seem to do okay. I feel like it's just a little bit like textury under. Can you see that texture? It's a little. Alright, so we've got an interesting thing with us. So we're going to move on. Alright, we're going to use, this is new. This is called the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It's vegan. There's collagen, tea tree, and vitamin E. So that's what it looks like. I felt like I needed something very cheap, because the Rimmel London Stay Matte's my favorite cheap powder, and I'm having trouble finding it. I found it at CVS one time, and then I just kind of, and they were clearance, so I was like, oh no, don't get rid of it. This is the shade Fair Light, because it looked like the fair, or the light medium was just not, like, I like to go lighter in my powder, just because I'm not sure how it's going to layer with my foundation. So it doesn't have a mirror, of course. Something simple. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try this guy out. I'm curious. So it has tea tree, so that's good. So I'm wondering if it's just going to help with, if I get any breakouts under my masks, will it help? Oh, it's almost like a translucent. It has no coverage, which I'm pretty used to with powders, because I use the Fresh Wear or my Double Wear powder, which I'm waiting for my new powders to come in. But this is actually really nice for like a light layer of foundation. And I will do a check-in of my foundation. I will not do multiple check-ins. It's only going to be one, because I have to go to work today. and I don't have time to check in really throughout the day. But do note that my face will probably be worn, like at least in this area. I'm trying to wear a looser mask today. Well, not looser, but like a mask that doesn't like squeeze my face, so that I can kind of really gauge at if this will work. Oh, this is actually nice. It's nice and lightweight, which is really, really cool. Definitely different from what powders I usually use. So this will be nice for like a natural approach. It makes my skin look like skin. Does it cover if you want more coverage? Absolutely not. So I wouldn't bank on that one. I mean, this coverage is not bad. You can still see some dark spots peeking through, but it's not bad, you know? Alright, so let's go ahead and do, I'm going to pop off camera. I'm going to do my complexion, and then we'll pop back on and we'll move forward with what I have here. Blush, bronzer, all that jazz. I went a little ham on my blush, but that's okay. I do like this foundation, even though it's not like super coverage. Is that weird? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and pop into these guys. So this is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. I believe this is like that crystal collection. I couldn't find the palette, but you know. This one's called Deck. So there is the color. It's like a gray tone. And I love Colourpop shadows. I really do. I'm actually going to take the applicator from the Maybelline Single, because who uses sponge applicators? I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to actually take this all across the lower lash line. And just kind of do, I know I'm not zoomed in close, but that's how I did it. And then I'm going to take, of course, this shade here and buff it out. Okay, so that sponge applicator didn't do me justice because it left a little spot here, so I will have to clean that up. Let's go ahead and clean that up. I feel like I need... Ooh, yeah, that's not working. And I just set my under eye, and now I'm going to mess it up by trying to fix it. Oh well, we're just going to move on. So not bad. I mean, it's beautiful. It's actually, I like any kind of gray tones like this because I feel like it does a really good job at like just an all over shade, like a lid shade. So not bad. Alright, we're going to take a thin brush here, and I'm going to take this kind of like peachy gold here. It's like, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to put it right here. So if I don't know what to do with the shade, I just kind of, and then I'm done. So I always put it on the angle part. Alright, so we're going to do the other Colourpop shade that I got. This one is, I think there's two in each of those crystal ones. It's so hard to see how things look with Ulta because everything is always all over the place. So I'm just like, what's in the collection? Because there's not a lot of like facing done. But alright, so this one is called I Heart This, and it is a nice shimmery color. So I like that. I can definitely use this on the inner corner. And I love these. These are really, really good because they are pigmented and just really nice creamy texture. So yeah, I have a nice little look there. And you know what? I'm going to use this as a highlight because I kind of left that part out. So I'm going to take my little Morphe brush and see if this will work as a highlight. It does have a little bit of a gray shift, but it doesn't do bad as a highlight. Alright, so we have the eyes pretty much done. I like so far. And we're going to pop on this new mascara. This is the Double Trouble Mascara from Essence. I love Essence mascaras. If you don't already know, I use the Lash Princess religiously. And this one is supposed to be definition and volume. So I like the packaging. It's bright, fun. Oh, the brush is huge. There's the brush. Wow. Those are huge bristles. We're going to go ahead and take a dive in there. and see. Alright, so we have the first layer down. Volume? Definition? But look at the difference. That's one coat. With. I had to really work at it. Let's go ahead and do a second coat. Alright, so you do have to work this a little more, but do I feel like this mascara is absolutely amazing? No. I mean, for $4.99, this is something that I would probably just be like, I'd rather just get my Lash Princess, because this is not. Alright, so you really have to work at that mascara. It's quite, it curls a little, but it's just not like volume. No, I don't see it. Alright, so we're going to skip on to the lips. I feel like I need to probably try some stuff out. I do have a Colourpop Lip Cream. I don't know if it'll go well with the Mega Slick, so we'll actually swatch these three. See how they look, which one I'll go with, and if I like them. Alright guys, so I totally deleted one of my outros to my video for the Ulta haul, and I apologize for that. So since then, I just noticed it because I started editing it and I was like, whoops. Overall thoughts on everything. I felt an update also. The foundation is amazing. It is amazing. Because I'm just like obsessed with it. But I thought I would carry it with me in my little emergency bag, but I'm going to leave it home because I keep forgetting. But the Maybelline 30-Hour Foundation, I absolutely love this foundation. It works really, really well. And I have used the Matte and Poreless one, and I hate that one. So this one's really good. It lasts all day. It doesn't break off, and it's very lightweight feeling. It's very comfortable. I'm not wearing it today. I'm actually wearing my Estee Lauder Double Wear Max because I just wanted to do a quick makeup. That's probably why I look like I have tons of makeup on. But yes, definitely, if you haven't tried this, try it. I have since taken back the concealer, and I hated that concealer. It would pick up, if you didn't see it in the video, I pointed out that it picked up my foundation, or actually no, it just picked up when I put another layer of concealer on. It doesn't distribute or deposit a whole lot of concealer, so I actually hated it. I took it back. I am going to use this with my Stay Matte because this is a really good concealer from Lancome, the Tente Dull Ultra Wear. I wear the shade 215 Buff. This is one of my favorites because it matches my skin tone really well. And I can use it as a foundation if I want it, because at work I still have to wear masks, so if I want to just do from here up, I use this as a foundation. It works really well, and it stays all day. As far as the powder, I am impressed with this powder. It doesn't distribute color, but I set this with my foundation today. This is the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It actually, since I have some breakouts here and some texture, it doesn't accentuate texture, and it's actually helping those breakouts from getting too irritated, so it's actually calmed it down. So I really like this, and this is the shade Fair Light. So definitely recommend, especially with this guy, because you're not, it makes your skin look super natural and just very blurred. What else did I have? In that video I did, and I don't know if I still have it. I did, oh yeah, there it is. I did demo the Wet n Wild little quad here, the color icon in Camo Flaunt, and I really love it. That glitter, that is a great glitter, and this is a nice just throw in your purse type of palette. So love, 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 absolutely love. Definite keep. And then of course I did demonstrate the Essence mascara, and I hated it. I took it back. The lip product from Colourpop, I took it back because that one, it just was streaky. It was not consistent. It was just not good. I did keep the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks because I really like this one. It's nice for my day off and I just want a quick gloss. So definitely these are affordable. They're only $2.98 at Walmart. Very cheap. So I love that one. And of course I did demonstrate my first initial thoughts on the Estee Lauder Perfectionist blurring, it's like a wrinkle corrector. That I'm still in the process of using, and I will keep you guys posted on how I feel about it overall. So yeah, I honestly, I'm always on the hunt for something really, really great. Something fun, something that I know that will be a staple in my collection. Now I just did mostly the demonstration of the eyeshadow palette, the lip product, the foundation, the concealer, and the powder. So overall I kept most of it. I took back the Colourpop Lip Cream and the, there was another product, oh, the Essence Mascara sucked. I'm just going to stay to my Lash Princess, but I will let you know because there's a new mascara that might have beat out that Lash Princess, and that is in my next video, which features this look. And of course, favorite combo, favorite trio here for Complexion. Awesome. Get this. I know it's a high-end one, but get it. This one definitely is a must and a must to set everything, especially if you have acne prone skin. This has what does it have? Tea tree. This does have talc in it. It's a vegan collagen. It's got vegan collagen, tea tree, and vitamin E. So it got some stuff in there for your skin that's really nice. It actually didn't. It accentuated some of the texture here, but I have a lot of texture there. My blush looks a little bad because it's just my skin's drier right now. But definitely great combo. I love the Wet n Wild. Must. It's if you want something just quick to throw in your purse. I always have an emergency bag in case, like, where I'm gonna go to dinner after work. I just fix my face. So it's great. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'm so sorry that this is a different look than what the video said, just because I forgot. I'm like, I filmed it, but then I ended up deleting it or something. I don't know what happened to it, but it's missing. So I decided to just finish out that video because I need to post it. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. And let me know what else you want me to haul from other retailers. Do you want me to haul some Sephora? I don't know. I'm always like on the fence with Sephora sometimes because they're so pricey, but there are some cheap items that I have found. Let me know in the comments below what products you'd like me to try. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.